I just won China's most prestigious scholarship, known as the Schwarzman Scholarship. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to explain how you can win this scholarship or any other prestigious scholarship to Harvard, Stanford, Oxford, anywhere. My name's Jack Anderson and I'm currently studying at Harvard University on a Frank Knox Memorial Fellowship, which is Harvard's most prestigious full-ride scholarship. I was also accepted into every single Ivy League that I applied to, and I also just won China's most prestigious scholarship to their top university called Tsinghua University. Before I get into explaining how I won this scholarship of a lifetime and how you can too, if you want free one-on-one admission support from myself, then be sure to fill out my website form at the top of the description because I select one new student every single week to help for free. On my website, you can also buy my new ebook called How to Get Into Your Dream School on a Full Ride Scholarship, which is currently discounted and I believe can change your life. Okay, without further ado, let's talk about how you can win the scholarship of a lifetime. The Schwarzman Scholarship was founded in 2015 by Blackstone CEO Stephen Schwarzman, and it is designed to prepare future leaders for a global landscape where China plays a central role. I am extremely honored to have been selected as one of the 150 scholars out of 4,400 applicants this year. The reason this scholarship is so competitive is because it's a fully funded program to the top university in China, Tsinghua University, where scholars spend the year studying a Masters of Global Affairs, living in the amazing Schwarzman College, and benefit from this unparalleled leadership development, mentorship, and global networking opportunities. Winning this scholarship has been truly life-changing, and for this video, I'm excited to share my application journey from start to finish, and then kind of close out with 3 critical pieces of advice when it comes to succeeding in any prestigious scholarship. I first came across the Schwarzman Scholarship in February of 2024 when I was building out my scholarships database, which you can check out for free in the description. From the moment I came across the Schwarzman Scholarship, I knew that this was something I wanted to apply for, and so I quickly began working on my application. Now, for your first round application, you need to submit a 750-word leadership essay, a 500-word statement of purpose, a 2-page resume, 3 recommendation letters, an introductory video, and a few supplemental essay questions. I can't share my application materials due to the scholarship's privacy agreements, but I can share the 1-minute introduction video that I did submit, and you can check that out in the description as well. But also, if you want to kind of get a sense of the materials that I submitted, then you can check out my application materials that I submitted to get into Harvard on a full ride scholarship, and that can kind of give you the gist of what it takes to win one of these scholarships. Anyway, I submitted my application on the 22nd of August, and I didn't really hear anything back from the Schwarzman admissions team until early October, when I was invited for an initial phone interview call with a member of the Schwarzman admissions team. This phone call went for 30 minutes, and it went really well in my opinion, and then 10 days later, I got invited for a final round interview, which would take place in late October. Out of the 4,400 applicants, roughly 400 candidates make it to that final round interview, and you will be flown to one of 3 locations, which are either New York, London, or China, and it's completely paid for, and for me personally, I got to go to New York, which was just such a surreal experience. Again, due to the privacy policies of the Schwarzman Scholarship, I can't speak directly to the exact process of the final round interview. However, I can show you the interview structure that they have outlined on their website to help you prepare. At the beginning of the interview, the chair is going to ask you to provide a 1-minute introduction about yourself, and then the panel is going to dive into 20 minutes worth of just general questions, and then finally, in the last 5 minutes of your interview, one of the panel members is going to select a current event or global affair, and it's going to be outside of your area of speciality, and they're going to ask for your thoughts on that topic. When developing this final round interview style, they really tried to emulate the format of the Rhodes Scholarship interview, which I've been a finalist for before. And so again, whilst I can't show you my interview preparation materials for the Schwarzman Scholarship, which span like 50+ pages of interview prep materials, I can offer you my Rhodes Scholarship package, which has all my Rhodes Scholarship application and interview materials, all currently at a discounted price on my website, which you can check out in the description. After doing my final round interview, I had to nervously wait for around 2 weeks before I finally heard back. And that was when I got that exceptional news that I had been selected as a 2025 Schwarzman Scholar. I will be commencing my Schwarzman Scholarship in August once I finish up my studies here at Harvard, and I'm just so excited for the year ahead. Now, as promised, I want to leave you with 3 critical pieces of advice about how to find success in winning a Schwarzman Scholarship or any other prestigious scholarship at large. The first key piece of advice is in your application, you need to present a very clear story as to what your long-term ambitions are, and more specifically, why do you need China and the Schwarzman program to achieve it. For me, I was able to distill down that I wanted to bridge the education inequality gap in Australia for all rural, remote, and Indigenous students, which I've already been working on for the last 5 to 6 years, and that China was also actively working to address education inequality for hundreds of millions of their students. So there's a lot I could learn from that aspect. And then also the leadership development components of the Schwarzman program were going to allow me to grow into a leader capable of achieving that ambition. That was kind of the essence of my application. Why China? Why Schwarzman? So whatever your long-term ambition is, the most critical aspect you need to answer is why China and why Schwarzman. If you can't answer that, then you're not going to have much success in this really competitive applicant pool. My second piece of advice is to focus on building out your resume. Everyone in the Schwarzman program is crazy accomplished. Like, the bar to entry is ridiculously high. My advice is to look at the profiles of the current Schwarzman cohort, look at their LinkedIns, and if you aren't on par with their level of achievement, maybe try to spend a few years building out your resume to reach that required standard. The reason I bring this up is because Schwarzman really values applicants who are at the top of their fields. So before putting in the effort to apply and do the interviews, maybe spend a year or two grinding out a really strong college profile. My final piece of advice is to start early. And I know this is such arbitrary and bland advice, but the Schwarzman program is a truly unique program. And because it's in China, you really need to spend multiple months crafting a narrative that makes sense as to why you're interested in China and why you need to spend the years studying there. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video on how to win the Schwarzman Scholarship. Applications open very soon in April and close in September. So be sure to start putting your minds around this if this is something that you want to do. As always, if you have any questions, just chuck them in the comments down below. And if you want personalized one-on-one support from me for free, then be sure to fill out my website form, because I'm selecting one new student every single week to help for free. And you can also check out my Ultimate College Admissions ebook in the description. Good luck.